I believe, as a Black African gay man and a Christian theologian, that God loves everyone just the way they are. Growing up as a young person, as a Black African Nigerian, I think that the word gay did not feature in our vocabulary. The word homosexuality does not exist at all in our language. I think around about age 6, 7, I was quite clear. I just knew that I had a desire to be with someone of my own gender. My family was a Christian family, quite conservative. We go to church almost every day. At age 13, because I was so involved in church, studying my Bible, I discovered the text in the Bible in Leviticus 18 verse 20 and 20 verse 13 that says in black and white that if a man have sex with another man is an abomination and they shall be put to death. I've always felt from that moment that God don't love me and that I was an abuse, I was an abomination to God. When you've been called an abomination, when you've been told that you are a disgrace, when you've been told that being gay is bringing your family name to disrepute, you find yourself in a very lonely place. I have had suicidal thoughts many times. I have even tried to take my own life because I felt it's not worth it. I would have avoided all of this pain only if I knew where to find the best support for a young teenager who is having a conflict around their sexuality, if I had someone to talk to. I was excommunicated primarily, and when I started to go back to church in '96, I started to think, can there ever be a church where gay people can go to? And that's part of the reason that I actually started House of Rainbow, so that there is a place where people can come to for an explanation. In August of 2006, we were ready to start House of Rainbow. The following month in September, we started with an opening service with about 32 people in attendance. So first day wasn't bad at all, and in subsequent weeks the number started growing. By December of 2006, I was introduced to journalists in Nigeria and journalists from the US visiting Nigeria, about a gay man has come to start a gay church in Nigeria. And of course, once the media started to write about it, it meant that the Nigerian society and the Nigerian government became a little bit more alert about what was going on. So I was one of the most hated person in Nigeria because of my stand to include LGBT people in the work that we do. And unfortunately, by the time we got to September of 2008, the intensity against our organization and myself is becoming quite violent. My home was vandalized. I was attacked in the street. Members of our communities were attacked. Many were fired from their jobs, expelled from their homes, rejected by their family. It got really so bad. They had to get me out of the country because it got really bad. In 2010, I made a conscious decision that we need to restart the organization. So we restarted the organization in London. And since then, we've not looked back. There is a time in life where we were told who we are, and that's not who we are. But when you realize who you are, then you need to turn around and say, this is who I am. There is another scripture in the Bible that I love so much. It's in Romans. Those who were not loved shall be called beloved. So I say to people within the LGBT community that we are beloved because we are children of the living God. And I would say to people, particularly to the LGBT community, our parents, our friends and allies, don't listen to all the things that the pastor says in their sermon, in their churches against the LGBT community. You need to listen to yourself and listen to what God is saying to you. The same Bible that is used to condemn homosexuality is also the same Bible that we're using to celebrate homosexuality, because God loves us just the way we are. Okay, paint me.